So, greetings. I was doing a mighty preparation this very moment, trying to do my hair. I thought, oh, let me wash my face. I just woke up and I'm feeling inspired. And then I thought, oh my goodness, my face for Instagram. And then I thought, no, I really, if I wash my face, I will forget this message. Well, I will not deliver it in the moment. So I feel like I just cracked the code like this morning, and it felt amazing and it was freeing. And the code was, I was sitting here and I'm thinking about love. And then I thought, oh my goodness, we've got it all wrong. The feeling of love. Love is not a feeling. When we're told like, yeah, move on with love, or it's that consideration. It's the agape love, the love of God. When the love of God is unconditional, it's like unconditioning everything that like there are no limits. It's a choice. It's the choosing, because even naturally as humans, we forgive by choice. There are people we choose to forgive, and there are people we choose not to forgive, right? So this agape love, it is so easy, friend. Like I felt a shift of energy with that understanding. I was like, this whole time, when, especially in relationships, in romantic relationships, where people feel like they have to feel something in order to forgive the other person. Like you feel like you need a feeling of forgiveness to forgive. You don't need a feeling of forgiveness. You don't need to feel good about loving people. We are called to love and to forgive, right? I know every system in this world teaches you competition, being number one, being the best, being this, being better than another person. And therefore, we have so much judgment about life in general that we have forgotten to choose love. It's a choice. It's not a choice in the way that you have to force yourself. It is a calling. We have been called to love, right? When you're called to love, you answer the call to love, because we are here to understand how to love people with all their differences. And once we understand how to love differences, then we will become a team, because the difference of the other person, it doesn't matter. It doesn't improve, or it doesn't decrease your value in this world, right? The difference of the other person, maybe it improves when we come together and work together and bring our differences. They're not differences. I don't know why we call them differences. It is our workings. And I believe that if, the world could understand that there is structure in the world, there's structure in the way things run. There are people who live in hot deserts and other people can't. There are people, because you are made for the desert. You're made for the sunny place. You're made to dominate or take dominion over and protect that part of the earth according to how you have been made and who you are. We are called to love the spaces that we're in. What happens when people want to go to a country because they hear amazing things about that country? It is the people's, the protector of that space. They are protectors of that space that they are in. They are called to guard it, to love it, protect the animals, clean the environment. Like, it is our responsibility to do all those things. It's not the responsibility of someone who is employed somewhere by the city or that. It is every human's responsibility to love and protect and care for the space that they are in. You understand this agape love is like, oh, it is not overwhelming. It's a knowing. It's an understanding. It's like, what? Why are we fighting? I'm not talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about general, daily fights with yourself. When you look at them, you will see that there is somebody behind that pain that you're feeling. It is always somebody, and it is somebody that we are supposed to choose every day to love them because we are different. The word different is the wrong word here. We need to find another word. Anyone who has a word for it, like, we're not different. We're here for a purpose. We are made the way we are because there's a purpose for each one of us. We're just supposed to guard the space we're in. We're just supposed to love the space that we're in. We're supposed to love our countries, protect, care. And it's every human's responsibility. It's not about the city. I see some people throwing trash everywhere because they think someone should come and clean. And I'm thinking, why? Like, why do you want to do that? We are supposed to maintain the environment. We're not supposed to give people work to do. We're supposed to take responsibility, each one of us, and just be, just love. And love will transform the world. It's only love. When we hear it's only love, we think it's two people finding each other. That kind of love, yes, improves the world, but it's not expansive. We are called to the expansive love, the agape love, the love of God. That is what we're called to. We're called to the real, true love. It is not judgmental. It's in Corinthians. It's all there. And it explains to you how you should love, not your romantic partner, the world, people, humans. We're called for love. We are called to love. We are called to love with that kind of love that is incredibly kind, incredibly understanding. The way you go to God, everyone has a form of relationship with God or higher power, how you want to call it. Everyone has a special relationship with that love. And it's the love that you go and tell everything, you see. It's the love that you cry to. It's the love that you break down, where you can break down without shame. The agape love, it has no shame. You can cry. You can, you can go there. You can be vulnerable. You can just be who you are. And that is why it is such a private kind of relationship. But we have forgotten to apply it in real life. We have forgotten to see God and then think, thank you for loving me this way. And are you calling me? You are calling me to love this way, the way you love me, right? So the love comes and then it loves you. And then you feel this love and you become so compassionate. And then you love this way. Your desire should be to love that way. And we have failed so much because when you take somebody, you make them private, you make them your own, and then you say, this is my person. But I feel that when people are so exclusive with love, then it becomes unattainable because we think that we must be in that position in order to feel love. And then we forget the everyday love that we love with, the everyday love that we love our children with, the everyday love we exclusively put this We have put it in a box, and it has become the only love that one must wait to grow up and one day feel this kind of love. And then we forget to love through the journey, and we wait for love, yet love has been there all the time. I can feel my heart beat again. And my heart is beating for all of us. My heart beats for all of us. Because now it is time for us to apply the love. The agape love. The love for all. We read Corinthians to our romantic partners. No. We're not supposed to wait until we get a romantic partner in order for us to express the love for the world. We don't need to wait to see love through the eyes of feelings. We need to understand love to know it. It is a knowing. You know it. You go before love every morning, every night, every time you're hurt, every time you're vulnerable. You go before love. It is love that heals everything. It is not love that we have created on planet Earth. It is not love that we feel when we're hurt. It is not love that disappears when the hand is not holding yours. It is the love that you feel for nature, for humanity. When you stand in front of an ocean and you say, wow, look how beautiful you are. It is that love, unconditional, that you have for nature. It is that love that we need to spread, to open ourselves to, for the whole of humanity. It is just so simple. It is mind-blowing. The simplicity of love has been so complex for people because we are taught complexity. We are taught impossible. We are taught that we don't know, and therefore we need to learn. And so by that, if you haven't learned something physically, if you haven't read a book, you don't feel worthy of expressing anything that you know. So the simplicity of agape love is so foreign to us. It is because we are taught that love must be complicated, that love must have issues, that love, see, the way you love your friends, the way you tell them, I don't care what you do, I don't care, I am always on your side. Somehow we are able to love our friends with their flaws and we find them so perfect. But then we come to another space where we've compartmentalized love, put it in a box, in a cage, a love of a certain kind, a love of a child, a love for a husband, a love. We have compartments of love. No, love is love. Love is not attachment. Love does not attach itself. Like nature, when you go into nature, you come back home. You don't have to bring it home with you to feel that you love it. Like nature, you love. You just love. And when you look at the way you love something, it is so expansive. You don't see the limits of it. So love is expansive. It has no limits. It has no ties. It has no knots. It doesn't have anything. It is pure. It is free. People have tried to translate that love and think, oh, now I must be with so many people because then I am free to love. It is not about that. Love is also being content with who you are, what you have. Love is calm, and it's knowing, and it's freeing, and it's liberating. And when we hear, or when we're told that love conquers all, that love heals everything, love, because it is that kind of love. It is the God kind of love. It is not the love that we have created on earth for ourselves. It is not the standards of the world. It is not a white dress. It is a profession of love to all humanity. It does not segregate. Love does not segregate. Love doesn't hurt people by making them feel inadequate. Love doesn't set standards in this world so that you can meet them and then feel that a person truly loves you. Because we want to be loved a certain way. We have seen it on Instagram and Facebook. Social media has shown us what love can be, and the highest limits of love, we have seen them where people get to have jets and everything. You will never get to the limit. So if you are always dissatisfied with who you are and how people are loving you, meet them where they are. Love them. Allow. Love is so expansive. When you think about it, it's like, it's like that. When you put a drop of water, would you drop it in a lake or whatever, and the drop expands. You see the wave expands round. I've seen it with my own eyes that it doesn't even stop. They just cross each other like this, like waves, because there's no competition and there is room for everyone. So love is agape love. That is the love we have been waiting for. It is the love that heals. It is the love that you go to when you are hurt, when you are truly hurt. You cannot talk to anybody. It is the love you talk to the most. So imagine if we could be so forgiving, so kind, so loving, so allowing, so letting people be and show us love. We are definitely going to be living in a much better world. So listen to love, and you will know it, you will hear it, you will see it, you'll understand it. And I hope that in all this video that you now have beautiful, I am transmuting this energy to you of love, and I'm sending you lots of it. And please remember, it has no limits. You just need that knowing, and then you are going to enter into that frequency of love, of God's love, of God love, and I wish you a godly day, a loving day. Anyone who tells us that you can't believe in this, God is love. Love is God. However you want to meet God, you will. But today, I met the Agape God. And I'm saying, wow, it is nice to meet you. Finally. Have a love. Love is all around you. It doesn't need to fill your space because it's already there. So, wow. Incredible. Incredible. Get in a space of love today, because once you do, then we raise the vibration of earth. When we understand, when we love, imagine the peace that passes all understanding that we would have when we love. Just love. No questions. The way we love our friends, they're crazy. And we really, really like them. That kind of love. For everyone. For your spouse. Don't allow the world to segregate that love. Make it something that we need to attain, that's something that we need to go to, that is the time where life begins. Life begins now. Life is now. Thank you. Watch till the end. I mean, you're here now. So clearly, thank you for getting to the end of this video. And I hope you're feeling this love. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Like me when I wake up in the morning. Have a nice day.